Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, I'm glad to see y'all out there tonight. Oh, my goodness. Hope everybody's doing awesome. Sorry, we most usually start at 10 after. We're a few minutes late. I'm sorry. I had some technical difficulties. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I was too busy chatting. Oh, man. Glad to see everybody out there. What an awesome rock and roll inside chat we got out there. Man, oh man. Good to see every one of you. Hope your weekend is going great. We have a great show planned for everybody tonight. And I just want to thank you all so much for showing up here. We have a new member. I'm just going to pop this up right here. Gun Websites. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Man, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Along with all the rest of the members of this channel, I thank you. Man, and Abby, member for 4 months. Yeah, you guys are all awesome. I just appreciate you all. VIPs, man. You guys are VIPs. There's no doubt about that. You guys are just awesome. I appreciate your support. Not only the members, the VIPs, but also each and every one of you guys for watching videos, for commenting, for being here on Guns, Beer, and Therapy and everything else I do. I appreciate you all. I mean, that support right there is priceless. Thank you so much, everybody. So we have a great panel back there in the green room. So I need to get them out here. Yes. And first up, I want to say howdy to Jamie, JH586. How you doing today, brother?
Doing well. Thanks for having me, Hillbilly.
I'm so glad you're here, buddy. Thank you.
So we got pizza in the green room. Wonder why. Everybody got pizza cards to help Rigby. So I want to thank everybody for that. But thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, and how'd Rigby come out in that contest?
Well, it wasn't really a contest. Hey, Tim S. But we kind of take note when they do well, and thanks to all you guys and supporting her, she finished tied for second place in the whole school. So
awesome. Man, that is so great, buddy. So happy for her.
Yeah, she's something else. She's the light of Pawpaw's eye, no doubt about it.
No doubt about that, brother. I got 7 grandchildren, and they melt my heart no matter what they do. So
I know.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jamie, for being on here tonight. I sure appreciate you. And
thanks for having me.
Up next, we have Rich of Unloaded Media. How you doing tonight, brother?
Well, in the pre-show, I said I didn't know, and Ron said, well, that's because nobody told me yet. So I guess nobody told me yet, so I don't know.
Well, we hope that you're doing great. If you need any confidence, I'll tell you, you're doing great, buddy. So, I mean, you got Guns, Beer, and Therapy. How could you be doing bad? You know?
Got my little buck knife, too. So.
You betcha. Well, thank you so much for being on tonight, Rich. I really appreciate you, brother. And up next, we have Mr. Ron Wayne. Welcome, buddy. How you doing this evening?
Pretty good. Hey there, everybody. Good to see you. And thank you for having me on here, Billy. I appreciate that. And honored to be on with all these fine gentlemen. Even though Rich doesn't know how he is, I think he's doing great. But, you know.
Well, hopefully by the end of the show, he'll know how he's doing.
One thing I can definitely say is I have been in worse shape before.
Well, thank you so much, Ron, for being on tonight. We appreciate you. Glad that you're here. And up next, we have Mr. P.O. Walter. How you doing this evening, brother?
Well, as our friend Jamie up here likes to say, I'm better than I deserve. I'm honored to be here. It's always a pleasure to take part with this live stream every Saturday night. It's good to see all the folks here in the panel as well as over in the side chat. So I'm looking forward to a good time tonight, Hillbilly. Thanks again for the invitation.
You bet, man. Always glad to have you here, brother. Like each and every one of you, man. You guys are just awesome. Thank you so much. And up next, we have Mr. Leatherman himself, Mark Thomas. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good. At least as good as Rich, I think. We've had a wonderful weekend. We've had a wonderful Saturday. I got up and spent a little bit of time walking around a sportsman swap gun shop at one of my local clubs. And then this afternoon, Seth got to perform first chair trombone at County Band. So it's just been a real good day. Real good day.
Nice.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having me. Looking forward to a nice chat this evening.
All right, man. Glad to have you here. That's awesome. For Seth, man. That's just great, brother. Great. So last but definitely not least, we have everybody's favorite voice of YouTube, Mr. DJ Play Nice. How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing all right, man. I am better than fair tonight and looking to get a whole lot better. Rock.
Awesome. Man, look at the side chat out there, man. There's my buddy Shark's here. Back out there again. Everybody, yeah, geez, man, look at everybody out here. Such great people. I mean, pretty much each and every one of these people that's on this side chat, we've got to know, and they're just awesome people. I mean, I don't know. It'd be hard to ask for a better community to be in. I mean, really. It's just
you guys over there in the side chat. You gotta understand that you've been around here enough now, and we're become such good friends. If any of you fails to show up, we're gonna send out a search party.
Exactly.
You got to be here now. We'll worry about you.
You betcha. Yeah.
Some of you out there, we may actually know where you live.
Yeah. I mean, the people in the tight knit, group community of 2A, it's just brothers and sisters that just care about, so much, each other. And I mean, I am just so impressed of the community that we have. Just some great people. And even, this show here, we talk about guns, like my wife said her all back, said, well, this is a gun show. I'm like, well, people might argue with you about that because, we talk about guns. We might talk about cars. We might talk about music, So pretty much, a lot goes on here. And so it's so nice to know people's just, human beings, and, we have so much more in common, than just our 2A community. And, I just think that's just awesome. And I also want to, let's go ahead and, okay, well, I'm going to address this first. Jamie has something that he wants to talk about too, but I just feel like I should kind of address this because this is going to be on the giveaway banner tonight. And yes, the hashtag is HBN62. It is on and it's working good so far. So, you can get your hashtags in. But I've been asked, like today was like the 5th time that people's asked me, they're like, hey, it's really cool to win Black Skinny Knife, and be part of that club. But how about if like we could super chat or something and maybe have a chance on getting it and stuff. And I was really wanting to do this, but with them talking to me, they're like, well, yeah, we could just go out and buy one, but this way we could help support your channel. So I kind of feel a little weird about this, but this will be on the banner tonight for the giveaway. And I hate this in a way that, like, it looks like, you know, I'm asking for money for a super chat, and, you know, then you will, you know, you could get a knife with the biggest super chat. And I'm going to try it tonight. And, you know, if you know, nobody has to do this, but I said I would try it. And if people like it, that's fine. We are still going to be doing the giveaway, you know, the black skinny knife regardless. And the reason I don't want people to think that I'm doing this for money is because from the time I started my channel, I was doing a monthly giveaway. And, you know, it was only, what, 4 months ago or so that actually was able to get 1,000 subscribers and all that, and to, you know, get a membership and all that to be able to get a little bit of this money back. So I just don't want people thinking that this is like me asking for this. It's, if you don't win, I guess we'll let the largest super chat, they can win a black skinny knife. Like I said, we'll try this tonight and see. I'm really kind of weird about doing this, but I mean, Hillbilly Nation, you know, you guys are awesome. And, I just want to make you guys happy. And so anyway, there's the HBN 62 hashtag for tonight. And, I just want you guys to be happy. And I'll be darned, here's Michael Dunn already to up a $10 super. Bro, I mean, you guys don't have to do this. You know, honestly, I'm not asking for money. But anyway, oh, geez, come on, guys. Fud just get to grab. If you're not a member yet, grab those. You click on it and accept that free membership if you would like to have a membership for, you know, this channel for 1 month, because it is paid for. 5 of them are. Michael Dunn, Tactical Fud, thank you guys so much for that. I mean, that's just humbling. It really is. And I mean,
and they're gone too.
They're gone.
They're gone. That didn't take long.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I mean, that's just, you guys are amazing. Honestly, I'm just so humbled with this whole thing. I just, honestly, guys, I thank you and I love you, man. So I'm gonna have to take a second. So, Jamie,
Yes,
here, brother, would you you want to take over here for a minute, buddy?
yeah, man. Let's. I want to talk about what I want to talk about, and then we'll call out the side chat. Let's. We'll come up with something. Walter be thinking of something we can type out, and we'll do the side chat. Say hey to everybody on TV. I had a friend. His name was Willie Bullet Man, and a lot of the guys in our reloading community were really good friends with Willie, and he was one of my bestest friends. Even though I live in Georgia and he lived in California, we talked several times a day, often several times. We talked a lot. And eventually, he, thanks to Scotsman who's out there, he was able to come and he stayed at my house for a couple of weeks. He stayed at Kyle's house a couple of weeks on more than one occasion. But the reason I bring that up is, and I forgot to mention this last night on Georgia Shooting Connection, but on February the 5th, which is Monday, I guess, today's the 3rd, we'll be remembering the second anniversary of Willie's passing. And it's with a heavy heart I bring it up. I miss you, Willie. I love you. I know you're probably better off than we are. Woohoo! And that being said, how about we type in Willie and call out side chat, Walter? Is that good?
That was exactly what I was going to do. I already had it already typed out and ready to go.
So type in Willie and we'll call your name out on TV.
Willie Bullet Man.
I miss you,
Willie
Willie.
sent bullets everywhere, man. He was like the Johnny Appleseed of cast bullets. He spread them everywhere.
So we got Artac and daughters out there. DJ Play Nice, Tim S, Boomstick Revenge, Walter Viejo on the panel and in the side chat. Rich White. That guy. Is that right? Chessboard, Abigail Finnegan, Alaska One Andy, Mark Thomas, Mr. Bob, Duffer 426, Sharpshooter. We got Rich B out there, Garage Guy 879, Michael Dunn, Artac and Daughters, Tactical Fud, Bama Dad, Edward Petty, Info Bros, Miss Kitty's out there. Hey, Miss Kitty. Rich B, Tim S, Boomstick Revenge, Chris from the 740, Bobby Barlow, Dale Pogue, the Scottish American Hey Scotsman, Fluffy 10mm Jeep Guy, Papa's Place, 2 Live Moo, Tactical Fud again, Miss Kitty. And Miss Kitty, I've been watching Gunsmoke a lot lately. So there's that. Tommy Boy's out there. We got Bullets and Gear, 2 Live Moo, Gunwild 1, Michael Dunn, Dwayne 7834, and I think that's all.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jamie. Appreciate that. Vanessa says Gunsmoke is a classic. No doubt about that. Oh, man. Loves good Western shows. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly wish I was able to, be on here back in the day and, be able to know Willie you guys did. And seems like a great person. And I got to see some videos, and all that stuff. And so, that is really, really nice. And hear your guys' stories, talk about him, that was it's really, really good time, and I just wish I would got to meet him myself. So anyway, guys, you can get your hashtag in HBN62 and get a chance to win the Black Skinny Knife, being the Black Skinny Knife Club. So
that was a fine year, Hillbilly.
You betcha. Oh my goodness. So I have, like always, a topic or two, and Jamie just loves when I put these out there and he gets us started off. And so anyway, so we'll start with Jamie, and we're just going to go. This is the easy one, I think, for everybody. So the topic is for the panel and the side chat. What's your favorite gun and and this could be two different things. I mean, actually, to shoot for whatever reason. But when I said that, I was thinking, well, planking or something like that. And hang on a minute. Oh man, shark buddy. Thanks a lot for that, man. I really appreciate that, brother. I mean, so the reason I kind of broke this up some is I love shooting trap, right? So, it might be a 12 gauge or a 20 gauge shooting trap, but then if I'm out here just just at the range or just planking, you might have another gun or a caliper, maybe a couple of them that I just really enjoy. You know, they might not be no hunting rifle, they might not be anything like that, but I just enjoy shooting that particular, you know, pistol or rifle. And so, Jamie, hopefully I gave you enough time there. I love you too, Shark, buddy. Oh man. So what do you have, buddy? Gizzard Gary. Sorry, Jamie. Gizzard coming in the back door. Somebody locked on you, brother?
What's that?
Somebody locked the back door on you?
No. Somebody forgot to wake me up when it was time for the show.
I'm not going to send you a text like I do, Bubba. I sent Bubba a text 30 minutes ago and still ain't heard from him. So,
well, you got to text George to remind George to wake him up. Is what you got to do.
Is that Rich White? Rich White on this show? Wow!
I've been on this show
before, dude. I know that voice anywhere. Wow, cool.
So, welcome, Gary. We got our first topic across the bottom of the screen here, and Jamie is the first one to get to throw his 2 cents in.
I have this 357 Magnum Rossi lever action, and I have a couple of Smith & Wesson revolvers in that as well. And, man, I'm telling you, that's just awful fun. I mean,
agree with you.
It's like you got these little steel plates, you know, about 4 or 6 inches out of about 50 or 60 yards. I'm talking, man, if you take a second, you're going to hit it with that little lever gun. I mean, it's just fun to ring steel at 30, 40, 50, 60 yards with those things. And yeah, my 586 and a 686 Gun Wild, I got you on that one, buddy. Those are just very nice revolvers, and I'm starting to get into 44, and that might take its place, but 44 Special is awful fun too. 44 Magnum is awesome, but just for out there having fun, that 38 Special and 357 Magnum is awful hard to beat.
Awesome. Yeah, I have to strongly agree with you. Right there, no doubt about that. So Rich, how about you, brother?
Let's see, my CZP-10C, man, that thing is a tack driver with the one I got, which was limited edition when the Urban Camo was limited edition. And that thing, I can hit targets out to 50 yards with that thing all day long. But I'm going to go, for favor, I'm going to go the same kind of route that Jamie did. My 627, man, that thing is a blast to shoot. And then I'm going to go lever gun too, but a different caliber. Jamie went 357 with his. I'm going 22. That Henry 22 Classic I have, lever gun, blue with the blued steel version. That thing is a hoot to shoot.
Well, awesome. Yeah, I misspelled caliper. I've been working around the garage too long, I guess.
I was trying to figure out how you were going to shoot one of these. But...
yeah. Oh, man. And Tommy Boy, shooting 22, the golf balls with 22s. I have not tried that. So I wonder, like, can we play, like, golf doing that? I mean, maybe here in the country, we have to see, you know, a par 4, you know, or something.
I saw 22 Blinkster do that on one of his videos. Shot a golf ball with a 22. Yeah.
Oh, another good one. If you want a small target, is go like Aldi and get. You used to be able to get the eggs right as they were going bad. They were trying to get rid of them. You could buy them real cheap, and you can use those for targets. And they splat when you hit them with the 22, make a big mess. But because it's biodegradable, technically you can get away without having to clean them up. Nature does the job for you.
You betcha. So, how about you, Ron Wayne? What do you like to shoot, brother?
Well, I'm not a copycat, but Jamie hit it on the head, Rich, so on. You know that, Hillbilly. You know me. You knew the answer already. So I'd go with the 92 Ross C357. But we all know that the blued steel's better than the stainless. So there's that. But I will pick a second because we've already picked that one. It was probably my 94 22 Winchester. That 22 long rifle is just a blast. It is. It's accurate. You can plink with it all day and not break the bank, you know. So I'd probably, I'd say that one. We'll go that route.
Good stuff right there. You betcha. And I don't know, man. We're gonna have to find out if the blue's polished than the stainless. I don't know, man. Mine sure loves hard seltzer. I don't think it's ever missed. I can shoot 30 degrees off to the side, and that thing will still curve around and bust a hard seltzer.
we may have to find that out soon here, Billy. That you never know.
We may have to, yeah. The Battle of the Rossies.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So how about you, Walter? What do you just enjoy,
Well, that's an easy one. It's whatever I took to the range, because if I didn't take it to the range, then I don't like that. And, if it shows up at the range, because I do like shooting it. But I think of the favorite ones that I have are my Italian-made single action revolvers. I got one in 44-40, and I've got one in 45 Colt and one in 357. And those things are they're fun to shoot. They're fun to load for and get out. And, we get bang steel. You can go see if you can hit anything at 50 yards with them. And they're just a lot of fun to go shoot. So that's what I'd go with. I got lots of firearms and they're all fun to shoot, or I wouldn't have them. But I do like those Cimarron / Uberti single action revolvers.
Yeah, they are a lot of fun. Yeah, now you're calling for a hard seltzer sheet off. I've had a lot of practice at that.
You may have had more practice than Ron at drinking them too. So
No way.
I can honestly say that I drank 3.5 one night, another one the next night, and then the very first one I tried, it was one sip, and I knew right then I didn't like it. So, yep. I think Scottish American's buying up all the hard seltzer anyhow, and Gary's been getting that craft hard seltzer from the, Kansas City pubs.
No.
And Walter out on the West Coast, man, he's been, I'm sure he's probably come up with some new hard seltzer by now.
It's good for tumbling your brass in. We found that out.
that video was so funny, man. I thought that was hilarious. Tumbled his brass in his hard seltzer, and it came out clean. It
actually worked.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad it's good for something,
Yeah, find at least something that was worth using it for.
Oh gosh, that stuff was terrible that night when I drank one on that bet / dare we had going. I thought I was going to die right here on my chair. That's terrible.
Which is worse, that or Robitussin cough syrup? I've never had it.
I'd rather drink the cough syrup any day, brother.
Me too. I think it's high. Robitussin's higher proof than that hard seltzer too.
Probably wasn't doubt about it. Oh man. So Mark Thomas, what do you got to say about this, brother? What's your favorite guns to go out and shoot?
Well, I've got a lot of favorites. It's hard to pick, and it kind of kind of moves and flux. But I think currently, as far as favorite handgun, it's going to have to be that 41 Magnum Blackhawk. That thing is just a pleasure to shoot. Was one of those that I've wanted for so long. Every time I take it out, I got a smile on my face. And if I'm thinking about rifles, as much as I love my 94s, as much as I love my Marlin 336, I have to say my favorite rifle to shoot is that Savage Model 99 300 Savage with my own loaded bullets. That's a lot of fun. That was my grandpa's rifle. He took a lot of deer with that. It's just such a cool old rifle. That one puts a smile on my face every time I pick it up.
Oh, I bet, man. That's awesome, brother. And I want to shout out, say hi to Logan Vaughn over on the Facebook side. He says Beretta 92 FS. Awesome. Oh. So DJ, we're down to you, brother. What do you like going out and shooting?
Since the first time I made the trigger fall on my Smith & Wesson Model 10, it's my favorite handgun to shoot, far and away.
Nice.
And my favorite long gun, the first one my first gun ever. It's my Ivor Johnson break action 16 gauge single shot shotgun, man. It's a load of fun. The box of shells lasts a hell of a lot longer than pumping through the A5 or the 870. Let me tell
you. No doubt about that, buddy.
16 gauge is becoming my favorite, man. I'm telling you, it's awful sweet.
16 and 20 seems to be where I land these days.
Yeah, I'm really digging 20 gauge since I got that Shockwave in 20.
Yeah, all good calibers, no doubt about that, man. Yeah, I mean, I shoot 12 a lot, but I still like the 16 and the 20, and shooting bird, clays or whatever. You're a good shot. Those still work just great. So, Gary, we're up to you, brother.
Man, you didn't talk about starting off with a tough question. Because I got to be honest with you, every time I go to a range with any gun, even if I might be a little hesitant to shoot it when I get there, the first time I pull that trigger and it hits a target, a smile comes on my face. And, you just shoot till you're tired at that point. So I love them all the way from the big boomers, with the big ball of fire and everything else. It makes you go, wow, as soon as you pull that trigger, to the little 22 that you just hit the little pinpoints on the target and stuff like that. But I think that's most people anyway, grow up shooting 22 and 22 long rifle mostly. And to me, every time I pick up like my Marlin 60 rifle or something like that and just go set up a target, get a can, set it on a post, whatever, just reminds you of being a kid again. So, and you could do it all day. I mean, the recoil's not there. The ammo's cheap. You can pretty much stay on target. So to me, for a good time, you can't hardly beat 22 long rifle. That's saying you replace that with any other caliber, we're going to have fun too. So,
yeah, that's definitely, I think a few people's mentioned that, kind of your favorite guns, what's in your hand that you're shooting most of the time.
Pretty much. I mean, unless you just can't hit the broadside of a barn with it, which I have a handful of guns that are a challenge to me to shoot. But to me, that's fun too, because that's a challenge of getting better at it. And once you improve from one time to the next, and I'm getting this finally, and then it's fun again. So. That's why we shoot. I mean, I don't think anybody's a natural to where they just hit the bullseye every time. It takes some practice, it takes some work, and to make that happen, that's the fun of the game right there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
No
it
doubt
definitely
about that.
is. It is a lot of fun, and for me, there's so many fun guns. I love my high point 9mm carbine. That's just such a fun gun to shoot. I'm really really liking the 22 long rifle and a AR style. I mean, that's another one that's fun. But I love shooting trap, and so for me it'd be hard to like say some of you guys, what is absolutely your favorite funnest. I love shooting a 460 Smith and Wesson. I mean, the energy that thing brings is just it's just pure enjoyment. The Info Bros here had a question for the panel, so I'll let you, like, anybody that wants to kind of shout out their answer for this. We won't go around the room on it, but if you have something that you have to say about this, go ahead and shout it out. Go right ahead.
All right, I'm a Smith & Wesson guy. I think everybody knows that. But given these choices in front of me, while the Ruger Blackhawk is definitely tempting, Cimarron, given those choices, I'm taking the Colt Single Action Army because it's a Colt.
Yeah.
It's by and large worth more money than anything else in that.
See, now I'm going to stick with the Smith & Wesson. I'm a Smith & Wesson guy too when it comes to revolvers. I'm going to go with the Smith & Wesson in 45 with the caveat that it's going to be one of you birdie recreations of the Smith & Wesson number 3 Schofield in 45.
Well, that's not one of the choices there.
It's a Smith & Wesson. It's just a recreation of
it.
I don't see a number 3, or I would have picked that by.
It just says Smith & Wesson. It didn't say any particular model, Jamie.
So, anybody else?
Yeah. I've got a Ruger Blackhawk and 45 Colt, and out of that I can shoot 45 Cowboy Special, so there's no need for it to be a convertible to 45 ACP. I don't got to deal with, with that. I've got a Smith & Wesson Model 25 in 45 Colt, and I'm not impressed. Smith & Wesson their quality has fallen off over the years compared to the Dash 2s that I've got. Cimarron makes some nice ones, but to me, a convertible revolver is like a dual sport motorcycle. Ain't no good in the dirt and ain't no good in the road. If you need 2 calibers, then buy 2 revolvers. That's my thinking. And of that list, I'll take that Colt Single Action Army in 45 Colt all day long over any of the other choices. Hands down, no questions asked.
Awesome.
It's my opinion. I'm sticking to it.
Well, obviously, I agree because I already have. So
I'd throw a new option on that list because I just came from SHOT Show last week where I saw that Taurus has a new single action revolver. The Taurus Deputy that's going to be chambered in 45. One of the calibers it's chambered in is 45 Colt, and that's a pretty little gun. And I can't wait to get a hold of one of those and shoot it.
Yeah, it's,
that is
45.
It's Single Action Army styling on it. Looks nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be what, 45 and 357.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Did they indicate, or do you recall what the MSRP on that's supposed to be, or street price?
$609.99.
Yeah, a little more than this. Yeah. Let's just put it that way. That's correct.
And more than likely, it's going to come in lower than MSRP. So,
which puts a pretty sweet price.
I'm thinking that might be my second Taurus revolver. I mean,
let's put it this way: you could buy 3 of those for what you could buy a real Colt for.
Mm-hmm.
True.
My problem is Christmas is a long ways away. My birthday's January 5th, so I'm gonna have a hard time convincing my wife that I ain't
always
got
Father's
anything.
Day.
Yeah,
It's always Father's Day, Hillbilly.
Valentine's Day and Father's Day. Yeah, I don't know if she'll go for that, but he knows. Okay, Tommy Boy says 450 acorns at Buds.
Well, I looked them up on Buds, and I did a search for the Taurus Deputy, and it was like crickets. No result. But that's been a week or so back. So,
yeah.
I would go ahead and take that Black Hawk and 45 Colt. I'd probably never use the convertible cylinder. Just like to have a Black Hawk and 45 Colt. Shoot a little bit stouter loads. That would
It's the one I've got's a nice one. I got the 7.5-inch barrel, and I shoot that one quite a bit. It's a well-made revolver. You're not going to shoot that one apart.
Mm-hmm. I got my eye on one at one of my local shops.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
Okay, Logan's asking a question there on the Sistema Colt model 27. Anybody got any knowledge on that?
never heard of it.
I don't know that one. Uh-uh.
The way he worded that, though, it's from 1927. Where you just shoot it because how old it is.
Yeah, I mean, Shark's talking about the Judge and the Tracker. I almost bought the Tracker 357 convertible, 9mm 357 38 special 9mm. I just never did, and but I thought that would be a pretty cool gun. Yeah, so Garage Guy said he not seen anything on the Deputy yet. So yeah, I think everybody needs a Colt 45, including me. I don't have one.
I do not currently either, so don't feel bad.
Me either. I want one, but boy, they're pricey for a new one.
The one I really want is the 1858 Remington conversion to 45 that Uberti makes. Those are nice.
Yeah, they're pretty neat.
Yeah, I know a friend of mine that's got that gun, and I had a chance to buy it before he did, and I let him get it. And I see him at least once a year, so I get to shoot it when I want to. The trigger on that gun is undoubtedly the best I've ever squeezed on that kind of a revolver. And my Smiths are very nice, but that trigger is scary. That trigger is very light.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Guys, make sure you're hashtagging #HBN62, and we'll be having a giveaway here in a little bit. So make sure you get those hashtags in. And a Colt, that would be something really nice to have. There's no doubt about that. I've just not found one for the right price. There's been a time or two I probably should have grabbed one and I didn't. And now I wish I would have. But yeah, there's just that Colt and 45, is just, I mean, that just kind of screams America. I mean,
Well, it's kind of like land. They're still making them. You can go to the website and order one, get on a waiting list, pay a deposit, however they go about doing that. But they still make them on occasion. They're limited runs, and you can still buy them. But every time I go over there, the price is jacked up a little bit more and a little bit more, and that's a lot of money, and they're not going to go down in value. It's
no.
It's kind of like buying a Harley. It's going to depreciate to a point, and then the value starts going back up.
Yeah. Well, last I looked, the only Colt 45 I could afford was one at the liquor store. I passed on that. So.
A smart choice.
Wise decision.
So, yeah, that's we've had some more people jump on here. Welcome everybody. We did a roll call earlier, and sure welcome everybody that's on here, man. Really, really appreciate each and every one of you. I mean, we got Moo out there. I mean, this is just not a side chat until Moo jumps on. Yeah. Yeah, Moo, you got a link, brother. You can always jump on this panel.
Oh, man, you got to be on a panel with Moo when he's been drinking.
Well, Moo is definitely the one that has said that on the skinny knife, the directions and all that, and I've been told this is a glass breaker. But Moo informed me that is not true. It might work for that, but he said it works really well to break up ice for your mixed drinks. So, yeah,
he would know.
You know what John Wayne said about that, don't
you? What's that?
They asked him, "Do you want some water to go with your whiskey?" He says, "When I drank water, I drank water. When I drank whiskey, I drank whiskey."
Oh boy. Yeah, we also got Ozzy out there.
Any of you guys in the side chat are on board through one of the fellows sharing the live stream. Remember, you got to jump on Hillbilly's live stream in order to qualify for the giveaway, because your hashtag won't show up otherwise in the drawing.
Yeah, and let me throw that up here. I think if I share it on here, everybody can hopefully see it.
So is that right? You're giving away a single action revolver?
Yeah, that's what I'm taking away from that.
I'm getting my hashtag in there. If that's I mean, I've got one, but who wouldn't take another one? Come on.
No kidding. So if you're on a shared stream or even on Facebook, I don't believe Facebook, the hashtags will actually make it into. Will they, Gary? You know more about that than I do. Will the Facebook ones make it into the giveaway tool?
Yeah.
Yeah, Facebook does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, but anyway, here's the link to the main chat. So, but, okay, cool. I didn't know for sure if Facebook would share on it, would pick up Facebook or not. So,
yeah, if you're talking about your Facebook, not somebody sharing on the Facebook, I don't think you can share on Facebook, can you?
I don't know of any way to.
Yeah, but if you're hosting it on your stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, any of those, it'll pick up the hashtag.
Awesome. That is great
Rumble.
news. Not Rumble though, huh?
Not yet, no. because Rumble is an RTMP destination, so it doesn't support
Cool.
chat yet.
Yeah, and from what I saw, it looks like Rumble's coming up with a competitor for StreamYard anyway.
They've already got one. I'm really wanting to check that out. It's very similar.
Yeah, I just got a notice from Rumble just a few days ago saying, "Hey, our live stream thing is up and running. Come check us out." I haven't
Rumble
looked at
Studio,
it yet.
I think it's called. Or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That's it.
I saw somebody did a stream from it the other day. And it's like, I didn't know they had one. Cool.
That's really smart of them to do.
Yeah,
It
now
is.
that Walter mentioned it, I remember. Yeah, I got that email too.
Yeah. Maybe we could actually, show stuff.
Well, it would still be streaming to YouTube or whatnot. So.
Well, yeah, I don't know what YouTube would do about that if it was coming in from somewhere else.
I can tell you exactly what YouTube would do about that.
they'd cut off the YouTube portion of it pretty quick. But they couldn't stop the Rumble part. So.
Same thing Facebook. Same thing Facebook does. They don't like it. They take it off. And
well, Facebook didn't even let my stream run on a Friday. As soon as I started it, there was some. I still don't know why.
Well, when I did your first 2 Fridays ago, did your first takeover show, I had shot showing the headline and on the thumbnail and all that, and Facebook put up a blurred screen saying that it was like, what do you call that? Where they like blur the screen and say like you need to make sure like content or something, or whatever. And all it was just a Gizzard Gary takeover show.
I wonder if that's a problem because I had my show titled Foul Territory 249 Return from SHOT Show.
Yeah. But
they didn't like the word shot in there. Come on.
Yeah, that's the only one they've ever blurred of mine. And
I'm so sick of that.
Tommy boy. You're right though, Tommy. I got a price on my head.
Well, hopefully hopefully Rumble don't have a jail.
Yeah, I've got all kinds of stuff up there that I couldn't put in on the other platform.
Yeah. Man.
Oh boy.
Hillbilly be in real trouble if Walter was dressed like Walter the Puppet in Jeff Dutton's latest video on his channel. Dressed like Cupid.
You mean like that guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Yep. Oh man. Look at this, man. Bringing in the big guns. Info Pros. He wants that skinny black knife, don't he? Oh, brother. Thank you so
Info
much.
Brothers.
For
Holy
that.
cow, Info Brothers for $17.99 in shipping. I'll send you this one.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what I had said before when the people had kind of emailed me about that. And it, like I said, it's 5 different people. And I'm like, well, you can go buy one, but then they're like, yeah, but
it's different when you win it. Yeah, it's different.
Well, yeah,
it's special. This is a special one because it came from you. Yes, could have gone and bought that. And I'm glad I did get it. This is one that lives right next to my press. There's 2 tools, that I've won that stay there. This is one of them, and the other one's that little screwdriver from Mac. Man, that thing's one of the handiest little screwdrivers I've ever had.
Yeah, and I've offered to change before and get something new, but guys, honestly, this little skinny black knife. I've told the story before behind this, but a subscriber sent me this very one right here and said, "Hey, you do a knife giveaway. They do have this on Amazon because I must usually get it off Amazon because I can get to you guys way faster, instead of me waiting for me to get it in and then me shipping it back out to you guys and all that stuff." And so they sent it to me and they said, I I think you'll really like this, and everybody would like it because I actually love it. And so I carried it around for like 2 weeks. I'm like, I just fell in love with this little knife. And so I started giving away, and I've offered, hey guys, you're sick of that knife, let me know, and we'll switch to something else. Everybody's like, no. And I did a post on my deal. I think I gave away almost 50 of these skinny black knives on this show.
You're going to be that company's MVP, man.
Bud says he uses his every day and loves it.
It's hard to keep your everyday carry knife nice and sharp. It really is.
Yeah. So Tommy Boy is asking about this knife, and yeah, it is a skinny flipper. It comes in a little leather holster. The thing is about this one, Tommy Boy, I have reserved it for the members only, and so I can get something a little different away. But it has a Damascus blade on it and wood, but I mean, I just can't give it away on this channel. I mean, it's just something I, had reserved. It's real similar, but the VIPs, I appreciate them so much, so that's why it's only available over there. Walter is present, but Vale don't know it. Even talking about that Jeff Dunham's show.
Yeah. Well, Walter's been both Trump and Biden.
So, man, we are going to be giving that away here in about a little more than 15 minutes, but let's do something fun too. So, just a little bit ago, we was talking about the Colt 45s, and, and different stuff like that. See, I have this on here. Let me find it. Okay, here it is. So now, Jamie, I know you're gonna love starting off with this. Or should we? Yeah. So you're gonna like this one. So we'll do the giveaway right after this one, and we're gonna throw up this for the next topic. Side chat. Please jump in on this. So, what is your favorite old Western? And let's top it about 2, maybe 3. That way, one person don't call them all out.
I could do that easy.
Yeah.
Man, I like so many of them, and so many of them I have trouble remembering their names.
Well, you can just explain. Well, it's when John Wayne did this, or it's when John Wayne did that, or it's when John Wayne did this.
Like the Good, Bad, and the Ugly trilogy. For a few dollars more.
The Man with No Name trilogy. Those are good ones.
Yeah, all 3 of those are good. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance Stuffer's got a good one.
Yeah, that's a real good one.
One that's not all of that old. It's called Appaloosa. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Appaloosa. The dude walks around with an 8 gauge shotgun. So that's pretty awesome.
He's boss.
Yeah, double barrel. So I like those, and pretty much all the classic John Wayne. The Sons of Katie Elder, probably my favorite.
Yeah, it's a good one too.
Got Dean Martin and some other guys in there, and I think El Dorado is the one that has Dean Martin and what's What's
No,
that?
the Eldorado. Eldorado's the remake. The original with Dean Martin was Rio Bravo.
Okay, which one of them has
Ricky
Rick
Nelson.
Yeah.
That's Rio Bravo.
Okay, that's a good one. But
All
yeah,
right.
all of those.
You fellers are about to name all or a good majority of them.
Yeah, whoa, put the brakes on there, cowboy.
Yeah. Here's one that popped up that I forgot about that I love. Support your local sheriff. Oh man.
Oh yeah, and support your local gunfighter too.
Yeah. So you've already named about 3 there, Rich, but you want to add another
I haven't
one or
named
2?
any. I was just helping answer James' question.
So,
Sorry,
yeah,
I
buddy.
ruined that for everybody.
So, me, number one's got to be the Searchers.
Good one.
Number 2, Winchester 73 with Jimmy Stewart. And number 3, oh, this is going to be the hard one because I got so many to pick from still. I'll go with Stagecoach, the original John Wayne, with directed by you know, did all that. Right.
Awesome, man. There's so many good ones out in the side chat too, man. Just bringing
I
back.
know.
So Ron Wayne, what's name a few of them that you really like, buddy?
Well, they've already been mentioned. Eldorado and Winchester 73 are my go-tos for a good Western. Those are the 2.
Oh yeah. Well, there one or 2 that you can add to those.
Well, everything's been mentioned basically. it's all good. Yeah, those are the popular ones for sure. Yeah.
Oh man, the rare breed. Yeah, man, there's so many out there in the side chat too, man. So awesome, Ron.
Well,
how about
putting
you,
more
Nick?
out in the side. If I put more out in the side chat, would that be cheating?
Yes.
Well, you got a voice on here. They don't. All right, Walter.
Well, I'll throw out some that I haven't seen over in the side chat that, I'm going back a ways here because I'm old and I have to go back. How about Shane and High Noon? And how about the Magnificent 7?
Oh, yep.
Oh man, good ones.
Those are 3 that popped up. Yeah, that I enjoyed, and I haven't seen any of those for quite a while. Now that I'm thinking about it, I need to go back and rewatch those. I always liked High Noon. It was kind of an iconic Western from must have been about 1960 or so. I don't even remember when that came out. We're getting some good ones over there in the side chat too.
That's an awesome movie.
Michael Dunn said Boomstick just watched the Cowboys versus the Aliens the other night.
That was pretty strange. That movie was just strange. Once upon a time in the West.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Men in
Man
Black.
Called Horse. Men in Black.
The great thing about High Noon is it's a movie about, and you could put it in any setting. It's about what it means to be a man. It's about things you have to do when you're a man.
Yeah. Now, Pat in the Bunker out there has touched my heart, and if nobody knows what he's talking about,
I've seen it.
I'll
That's
cover on that when it's my turn. So, all righty. Mark Thomas.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to name ones that have already been named. True Grit with John Wayne and Pale Rider. That was that was a good one.
Yep, it was. Mm-hmm.
I've got a whole bunch. I mean, I loved El Dorado. The whole spaghetti western, Josie Wales. They're all good. Can't complain about any of them. I'd sit and watch them all day.
Yeah, and you know, one thing that comes to mind right now is, you know, we're mentioning all these great old movies that were all carried by the acting. You know, a little bit maybe by the cinematography, but no special effects other than somebody putting some fake black powder smoke coming out of a single action army. You know, but yeah, those are some good old movies that you didn't have to, you know, wonder how'd they do that, how'd they make that happen. You know.
Yeah, I always loved it when they fast forward the guys on the horses.
Yeah. Yeah. And the wagons too, you know.
Yeah, and the wagons. Oh man.
Dale Poe brought up Paint Your Wagon. That was a good one.
Yeah.
And War Wagon. That was a good one too.
War Wagon, that was another pretty good one.
Yeah, I'm definitely
always liked a good Western that had Kirk Douglas mounting a horse from some weird ass way, you know, backwards or out of a tree or something. He was pretty good at that.
Oh,
I got a good one nobody's mentioned yet, but I'm not going to say it until everybody's had their turn.
Yeah,
thank you, Jim.
Was it Ombre?
Was it Two Moose for Sister Sarah?
Two moves.
Arctic's got another good one. She wore a yellow ribbon, part of John Ford's cavalry trilogy there.
All right.
Yeah. So awesome, guys. DJ, it's up to you, buddy. What do you want to shout out as far as Westerns is?
I want to shout out everybody else's answers so far, including the text chat. Man, you guys are making it really, really hard. So hard that I've got to step kind of out of the traditional assumptions about the genre. First one, y'all are going to be just like, yep, Blazing Saddles.
You son of a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, Gary. We're at the bottom row here, man. And then another one, because Paint Your Wagon was just mentioned. Anybody seen Cat Ballou?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
That's another one's got that music in it. And then and Treasure of the Sierra Madre.
Sierra Madre.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one.
You don't got to show you those stinking badges.
Yeah, that's where the line came from. He bookended it. With his picks.
He really did. To one end of the spectrum to the other.
Now this is first
with
time
the
I've
line
seen-
too, man, because you had the line in Blazing
first time I've
Saddles,
seen
which is an
Freaking the
homage to
Union
Treasure of
there.
Sierra Madre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Mel Brooks put the line in the movie, because he was a fan of the Treasure of Sierra Madre.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I got, Hillbilly. Gary, did we leave you anything at all, man?
Well, since you allowed each of the panelists 2 or 3 choices and you read stuff out of the chat, that makes it practically impossible for the last person on the panel. It's really not fair, but
I agree.
I think, I've got one that's one of my favorites that I don't think has been mentioned, plus one that I don't think too many people would think of. One of my favorites is, and you might argue that it's not that old of a movie, but The Cowboys.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite John Wayne movies.
That really was a good one too.
Teaching all them kids how to become cowboys.
Mhm.
That was a cute movie. But another one I'll bet a lot of people don't think of is Back to the Future 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why in the world would we think of that?
That's a great cowboy movie.
You betcha. And I love boomsticks out there. So, who starred in The Shakiest Gun in the West?
Don Knotts.
Don Knotts.
Yeah.
Don Knotts, yep.
If we're going to throw in Don Knotts Western films, we got to do Apple Dumpling Gang too, then,
Yeah,
right?
heck yeah.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of good ones out there. Yeah, support your local gunfighter. That's a hilarious movie.
Mhm.
Michael Dunn put up 3 Amigos. That was a great one. Quigley Down Under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get much farther west than Australia.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. That's about as Western as you can get when you do a Quigley movie down there, which was a great movie, by the way.
Yes,
I'm sure everyone's seen that one. I love that one.
Nobody calls me Yella. Yeah. Man,
I love
there's so
that
many.
scene where he's reloading in that
Yeah.
Yeah. Casting some bullets and reloading. That's a good one.
Oh man. So do you have any more, Gary?
No.
Tremors 4. Oh boy. Yep, we got Quigley
Yep.
again.
Ed Petty got it to 45-110. Had to make brass.
Yep. That one, there used to be a show on the Outdoor Channel called Hollywood Myths or something like that, and they would test different gun scenes from different movies. In the scene where he shot the 45-10 at the two guys who were way down range and it went through both of them, that was possible. They proved that one could be done on that show.
Oh man, that's a lot of great shows. When I was talking about when Pat called out, my name is Nobody. There's so many great westerns that's been called out on the panel and on the side chat. But if you have not ever watched the Trinity movie, there's 3 of them. My Name is Nobody. They Call Me Trinity. And Trinity's Still My Name. I mean, talking about a spaghetti western. But I laughed through those. I love them. And also for me that I've not seen anybody mention unless I missed it. Is oh man. Oh my goodness. One of my favorite Western actors, and my mind's went blank. Doggone it. I had it ready.
What's the plot?
He's been in like several of them. It's just the actor. Oh my goodness! I can't.
Something about the actor from the Trinity movies. It was Terrence.
No. This is This was somebody else. Audie Murphy. Yes, I had it like I knew it, and then when it came my time to say it, man, if you not have ever watched any Audie Murphy westerns, look them up and go watch them. This guy is actually a real live, hero. He stopped his acting career like in the middle, went and fought for this country, come back and start his acting career again. And I mean, he has several great movies out there. They're not as popular as like, your John Wayne's and, some of your other stuff. But I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a bad Audie Murphy show. I mean, really.
Now, I thought Audie Murphy wasn't an actor until he came back from the war.
Yeah, that's what I think too. That's what I thought it was too.
Well, from what I read was he had started his acting career, he wasn't in any movies or whatever, but he had started his career, working on it, and then he went to war. But I might be totally wrong.
He was an aspiring actor, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess it would be. But
the one I was thinking about that nobody had mentioned, Artak and Daughters got, is called High Noon. I think that was not High Noon. 5-card stud.
Oh yeah, that's a good one with Dean Martin.
Dean Martin
and Robert
Mitchum, and it's an awesome storyline, and it's kind of a whodunit kind of thing. So
it's a really good one. Roddy McDowell in that too.
The Apple Dumpling Gang.
Audie Murphy played good guys and bad guys. And
Uh-huh.
you know, when he got back from the war, that was the first movies he made were about his service. They were army movies, military movies.
Hmm.
And then he branched in. Westerns got so popular in the 50s.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Open Range is awesome, guys.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
410 to Yuma.
Yeah.
The one with what's his name? The newer one.
Christian
It's a
Bale.
remake.
Yeah. Both are good. I like both the remake and the original.
I do, but I like the original better because I won't spoil it. I just like it better. If you haven't seen it, go watch them both.
Yeah, I
And
believe
it's-
Christian Bale's in the newest one. Or the
Yeah, it
newer
was Christian Bale and what's his name? Can't think of his name right now. The one who played the Gladiator.
yeah.
Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russell Crowe. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the shootist with John Wayne and Ron Howard was one of Ron Howard's first
Yeah,
jobs
he made that.
directing a movie.
I think probably right.
Well,
I don't
Hillbilly,
know
I'm
if you-
surprised that you didn't name one of the Elvis westerns like Charo or something like that, man. You're such a fan.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Burning Arrow, man.
And
I
Glenn
don't know.
Ford, he's in a lot of westerns. Does anybody remember the name of the western? And I think I can remember it. But Mr. Gunsmoke himself was on this at a younger age, and they called him Tiny. He was a big old boy. And during Gunsmoke, it don't really show how big of a feller he is. You know, that they're really that much. But anybody remember the name of that movie?
You talking about James Arnaz?
Yeah, James
Yeah.
Arnett. Yeah. They had fought in was it the Civil War? Maybe. I think.
Yeah, the only Western I can remember off the top of my head that he was Hondo. I think that's it.
I can't think of the name of it. But he was, I believe, the youngest brother, and he was like, way bigger than everybody else. But it was a great show. But yeah, it was way before Gunsmoke. He had to be in his 20s. Chessboard says Burt Reynolds was blacksmith on Gunsmoke.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
And I tell you another actress, we didn't talk about actresses yet, but one that showed up in a lot of classic older westerns that was absolutely gorgeous. That growing up at my age, the only thing I had seen her in was the later movies. Policewoman was Angie Dickerson. When she was young, she was one beautiful looking lady.
Yeah, she was in a lot of westerns too.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. She's in a lot of westerns, and
I think Bob out there has got the answer to your question. By the way, Hillbilly.
okay, maybe that's it. Yeah, Tiny McGill. Yeah, Horizons West. That's what it was. Yes, that was a great show. Yeah. I just cannot remember that. Like I said, I'm going to go back and watch the rewind on this and give me a pen and paper and write down a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
So, and actually, Ron Wayne had put it in the private chat. I didn't see it. Oh man.
Yeah, I'd looked that up while you was talking, and I was like, that sounds like that's it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
But
definitely.
there's some really good movies. Yeah, Tommy Boy mentions Charles Bronson as an actor in some pretty good westerns.
Andy Dickerson.
What was the one?
Sam Whiskey.
Chato's Land. That was one that popped in mind with Bronson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that original 310 to Yuma, Glenn Ford was in that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. It was. He played Russell Crowe's part in from the remake.
You mean Russell Crowe played his part?
Yeah, same difference.
The way that goes.
Yeah.
I was giving you a hard time, Rich.
I don't know. If you want another good comedy western, Dirty Dingus McGee, starring Frank Sinatra and George Kennedy.
Never heard of that one. Right on.
Yeah.
Glenn Ford was in one called Santee. I'm going to put it in the side chat.
That was throughout there, 1883.
And if you want a comedy western that's a parody of the music, the singing cowboy movies, DJ, look up Rustler's Rhapsody, starring Tom Berenger and Patrick Wayne.
All right, then.
You know, Ken Curtis could really sing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he was a member of the Sons of the Pioneers for at least a while.
But
he
that
sang in a few John Wayne movies.
Santee right there with Glenn Ford,
Yeah.
that's a dang good cowboy movie.
Anybody see the Oxbow incident? That was way, way, way back about 1950, early 1950s.
That's Henry Ford, right?
Fonda, I think.
Henry Fonda, my bad. I was thinking John Ford, and I mixed up the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, Henry Fonda is actually a local boy to Omaha.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Did I say his name wrong again?
Yeah, Henry Fonda. And then we got Dancing with Wolves. I hadn't seen that out there before. And then there's Maverick. Oh, yeah. John Wayne is Genghis Khan.
That was one of his least believable roles, I thought.
Yeah, you think?
The scrolling right there, it says, "What's your favorite old western?"
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Genghis Khan would be an Eastern, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can't get much more far Eastern than Akira Kurosawa. He's my favorite Japanese director, and Magnificent Seven is based on his movie, The Seven Samurai.
Yeah, Seven Samurai.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you want to go reach back and grab that one if you hadn't seen it. It's a good one too.
Or Yojimbo. That's a good one too.
Yeah, I saw the Seven Samurai was good.
Wild Wild West. Grew up watching that, man.
There's a movie, not a western. It's a religious movie. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, it's about Jesus on the cross, and one of the guards is one of the centurions at the cross is John Wayne.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I have not seen that.
It'll come to me later.
So was that his fourth Stagecoach? Was that like a silent, or was he a non-speaking role?
No, and it's really bad. He had one line, and with that draw, he says, "Truly, he was the Son of God."
Man.
Yeah, Pat brings up about Ben Johnson being a real cowboy. Yeah, he competed in rodeo, and late in life, he organized a charity rodeo made up of a bunch of different Hollywood stuntmen and whatnot, where they would go and raise money for different children's charities and stuff.
Ben Johnson was just fun to watch in a movie too. You know, his voice was unique, and his mannerisms and just kind of the way he spoke was always seemed genuine to me.
It's not
Awesome.
a Western, but there's a really good old John Wayne film called Allegheny Uprising. And it was about the kind of
Whiskey
French and
Rebellion.
Indian War.
Wasn't that the Whiskey Rebellion?
Yep.
Somewhere around there?
Right here in my neighborhood, here in Western Pennsylvania, Central Pennsylvania.
Yep. I'm familiar. I'm from that same area originally. So, yeah.
Oh, it's a great film. They talk about Carlisle, you know, being the frontier. It's a cool one.
Yeah, I didn't see Young Guns out there anywhere either.
No.
Unless I missed it.
I didn't know.
I actually thought of that too. That
Some
Butch
of them are so
Cassidy and the
obvious.
Sundance Kid.
Yeah, they're so obvious you don't think to say them. like Tombstone, Young Guns. Those.
You see the size of that chicken? That's my favorite line of the whole movie.
And the later Clint Eastwood movies, Pale Rider. What else was there?
Unforgiven.
Unforgiven, yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good movie.
I remember, like, our family and some friends, we all went to the movie theater to watch Pale Rider. You know, there were like 30 of us. We had a blast. You know, but I mean, I just remember that in the movie theater as one of the ones that I, you know, really remembered. And
Wagons East.
John Candy.
Well, that was John Candy's last movie, wasn't it?
I think it may have been.
The next time y'all get to talk to Woody Harrelson, ask him, did his daddy kill John F. Kennedy?
Well, these people came for a giveaway. So we're past a little bit of time to give out the giveaway. So
that's right. That was fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have to revisit this again, you know, later on sometime. And actually, we can do a giveaway and we can finish. We can still talk about it, but I know there's some people on here that's probably like, "Man, Hillbilly, just give away that knife so I can go to bed." So anyway,
that's what I'm thinking. It's nearly midnight.
So anyway, make sure you have your hashtags in there, HBN62. And we're going to be giving away the Black Skinny Knife. And if you don't win, don't go anywhere, because tonight and this is the first night, and I don't know if we'll keep doing this, but the largest super chat also wins one. And, you know, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's get this thing wound up and give her a big spin. I ain't seen any late ones come in here, so let's get this thing a big spin and see who the winner for tonight is. Mr. Bob, congratulations, buddy.
Nice going, Bob.
The winner of the Black Skinny Knife. So send me an email at AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com and give me your name, address, and I'll get that sent out. But first of all, we got to make sure you're still on here. So, Mr. Bob, if you're still out there, say something to us, brother.
He's still there. He found that movie that I was talking about, the greatest story ever told.
Yep.
And they put a link to a YouTube clip.
I figured he's still out there, but
yeah, he's still out there. He said,
"Woohoo!" Woohoo!
And thanks for finding that clip. I'm gonna check that out right now.
Yeah, Pat threw another good Western out there. You said Rooster Cogburn. When I was a kid, I actually liked Rooster Cogburn better than True Grit. As I got older, I wised up, you know. But I just thought Rooster Cogburn was funny. Katharine Hepburn.
She was awesome. She was
Alrighty.
and she's from well, she retired to a little town not far from here. She used to show her cows at the county fair.
Alrighty. So we're going to continue talking about this, but I know first Jamie's probably going to want to jump off here. I assume it's up to you, Jamie.
I've run enough of your show. I will bow out.
You ain't ruined my show, buddy.
Thank y'all
Not
for
by
having
any
me.
means.
Thank you for having me, man. It's been fun.
Thanks for being here. So, won't you plug whatever you got coming up?
I got several videos that I'm cooking around in my brain. I've got some footage filmed, and I don't know which way I want to go, but I'll have several videos coming out pretty soon. And I think the first one's going to be on that green dot pistol sight I have. And there's another gun in the mix, and we'll be unboxing that. And of course, Friday nights at 8 o'clock, Georgia Shooting Connection. Y'all got to come over and talk reloading with us. And Pat in a Bunker is going to be on this coming Friday night. So
awesome.
You got to help me get him, get a link to him.
Oh, you bet you, brother.
We just get internet down in that bunker. We got it whooped. we're going to run fiber in the bunker. Guys, thanks for having me. Y'all have a good rest of your weekend, and go to church somewhere tomorrow.
All righty. Well, thank you so much, Jamie, for being here. Guys, go over and check out JH586 and the Georgia Shooting Connection. Subscribe if you're already not. You won't be disappointed. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate you, brother.
Y'all.
Love you.
See you, Jamie.
Have a good night, Jamie.
So, also, there will be another knife giveaway. So far, Infobros is the highest there. So, you can still get one. So I'll stick to that tonight, and if people like that, that's fine. But anyway, so before we'll give, anybody else would like to enter that, then we'll do that about 10 minutes before we sign off here. And so anyway, so Pat says he got Elon on the roof, so he must have got that
Starlink.
Starlink. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys want to continue talking about Westerns, or is there something else?
I had one more bit of trivia about the Cowboys in a peripheral way, if you want to hear it.
You betcha.
Yeah, I was watching at the time when the first Jurassic Park movie came out. I was watching an interview, I forget on what it was, on TCM or AMC, with Laura Dern, and she was talking about her dad and John Wayne in the Cowboys. Her dad being Bruce Dern. And she used to get picked on in school because her dad killed John Wayne.
That's tough.
Yeah, that'd be hard to take as, somebody a John Wayne fan and then going to school with the man that shot him.
Bruce Dern always seemed to end up in roles that, where he was playing some kind of a creepy dude of one sort or the other, didn't he?
He was so good at it, though. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, even what was it? Support Your Local Sheriff. He played the bumbling villain, but he was still that kind of character, but he was really bumbling at it.
Yeah.
And those were some of his juicier roles. Like, there was still some meat on the bones of those roles by the time you roll into the 70s pictures that guy did. Just take a look at the filmography. It's just like one groaner after another.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice long career, though.
Logan says you can't kill the Duke. Yeah. If you go back to John Wayne's early shows, like you can see the makeup, like all that stuff, and I find them quite funny. And I've not been able to go to and I don't know if it's still there nowadays, but a few friends of mine or family had went out to Hollywood, visited out there back in the 80s and 90s. There were still sets out there, and where they filmed a lot of John Wayne westerns. And on one side of the street and the other side of the street, they were identical. But on the side of the street that they filmed John Wayne on, all the doors and windows were lower to make him look bigger. And then everybody else was filmed on the other side of the street. A little similar, trick there, I guess. But yeah. But yeah, that's what they told me. He said, yeah, you walk over to the other side of the street and get your picture taken, you looked all big and tall. So now I want to bring up a movie. This is not necessarily a Western, but it is probably one of my all-time favorites. And I could say that with pretty much confidence. And I know Ron Wayne will probably agree with me because we've talked about this before. I caught a clip, one of the videos or something he did, and it was on in the background. And Ron, you want to tell me what movie that was? Do you remember?
Yes, I know the movie you're talking about. Sergeant York. I'm sorry.
Yes. Sergeant York. And if you have not ever seen the movie Sergeant York, do yourself a favor and watch that movie. I mean, it's just an all-time favorite classic of mine. And I don't think you'll be bored. I think you'll end up loving it. And, it might turn into one of your all-time favorite movies too. So, but Sergeant York is the name of that. And a little history on that. That was the Warner Brothers' very first movie. It's what made them, from what I understand. I mean, I might be wrong, but from what I understand on the history of that, it was like Warner Brothers put everything, every penny they had into that movie. And is off of a real life story. And so the person that was doing in real life that was doing the movie, let him do the movie. He said he would only do it if Gary Cooper played him. And yeah, there it is. So Gary Cooper made a lot of movies. Yes, he did.
Yeah,
and
it was the story of Sergeant Alvin York, who basically was World War I's version of Audie Murphy from the U.S. side.
Yep. And Boss, good night, buddy. You got an overnight show tonight, brother? Do you know DJ if he has an overnight show?
I'd rather have him answer. There was a mouse party on Wednesday night, though. I stopped by for that one.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about Sergeant York, he tried being a conscientious objector, but he was such a good shot, they wouldn't let him. They forced him to be a rifleman because of how good of a shot he was.
Well, what cracked me up, one thing about that movie was the turkey shoot, real live turkey shoot. And yeah. But yeah, we'll see if Foss answers here. Hopefully, I don't know if he's already left out or not, but we'll throw the advertisement out for him anyhow. Oh, okay. It says no chat. It's an off weekend. Okay. All right, buddy. Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. So, but next Saturday, you'll have to go over and check out Dan Foss's overnight show. It comes on after this one. It's a great show. So, anyway, we're coming up on the top of the hour. So, let's go around the panel and let everybody plug whatever they got going on. And we'll give till the end, till after everybody gets their plug. And then so far, like I said, Info Bros has a knife coming to him unless somebody outdoes him. So anyway, Info Bros, hang on a little bit and we'll make sure that if you're the one that wins that, buddy. So anyway, let's just start down with you, Gary, and we'll work our way around the room. What do you got coming up this week, buddy?
Oh gosh, I still have so much video to work on. I released another one right before the show, basically. And I've got more stuff coming from SHOT Show. And of course, Foul Territory again. We got the ball rolling again this past Friday. So number 250, episode 250 will be this coming Friday. So we'll probably do something special. I'm not sure what, but since it's kind of a milestone, I'm sure we'll do something a little special. So hopefully everybody will be there. So yeah, that's about it. So thanks for having me.
Awesome, buddy. Yeah, it sounds like it was going to be a lot of fun. There's no doubt about that. Guys, go over and check out Gizzard Gary and subscribe to him. And don't miss the Foul Territory every Friday night at 9 o'clock Central. Comes on right after Georgia Shooting Connection. So great Friday night, man. And I'll say howdy to Mr. Knives out there, buddy. Welcome.
Made it just in time for the outros.
Yeah. So, DJ, what you got coming up, buddy? Anything you want to play?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, on Saturday nights before this program on the A Great Start Shooting School channel, there's a discussion about mental health awareness and violence prevention. Please give Brooke your kind attention. She does a lot of great work out there. And also maybe swing by her channel to view some of her SHOT Show videos. She's starting to trickle those out. On Sundays in the early evenings on the She Fires channel, also check out some of her channel content. She was at SHOT Show this year and has put out some good stuff. There's the Fireside Chats. That's a good time. I hang out in both places. Come by and say hi. Until I see everybody again, be safe, have fun, carry your guns, and rock. I'm out.
Well, thanks for being on, DJ. Always appreciate you, brother.
A pleasure.
Guys, go over there and support DJ. He don't really put out much content, but he does do so much for this community. So go over and show your love and support and subscribe to him. And Mark Thomas, what you got coming up, buddy?
Not too sure. We'll see what we get to put out. I got some new trinkets at the latest show I was visiting this morning. Might get to load up a little bit of 308. Might get to load up some 41 Magnum because of that guy. And if I get a chance to visit the Great American Outdoor Show up here in Harrisburg, I'll do whatever video I can. It's huge. It's amazing. It's a hell of a show. I do have some of my holsters that I'm working with another individual. He runs an airsoft shop. There's some holsters up there. And if we can get a couple more of those, I got 4 of them downstairs that I got to get finished up. I might do a video about those. But that's pretty much all I got coming up. So have a great week, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Oh, man. Thanks for being here, Mark. Always appreciate you. You guys go over and check out Mark Thomas's channel. lot of great stuff there. He has a wide variety of, videos of him and his son shooting, and the I won't say softball. That's not right. Airsoft. Sorry about that. Some airsoft on there too that his son loves doing, and Mark is just such a great dad. He really supports him on that. And plus, Mark is a true craftsman of leather work. So go over there and check his stuff out. Just awesome guy. Subscribe. Appreciate you so much for being on here, Mark. Thank you, brother. So, Walter, what do you got coming up, brother?
Muted, Walter.
Dang. There we go. I got rain coming up is what I got coming up. I don't know if I'll get to the range this week or not, but it's supposed to rain all week. Boy, we're hunkering down. But nonetheless, I got plenty of video in the bank. So we got Moldy Monday number 49 already coming up. Only going to do about 3 more of those and we're done with that series on Monday. And I've got the Rumble only series going called Free the Few, and that's focusing more on the hand loading and reloading stuff. That's we're up at about 18 or 19 of those. So that's on, those come out on Friday. And I got a few other things, a few other irons in the fire, some new gear coming in and so forth. But that's about it for me. I got maybe one day I might make it to the range if there's a break. Well, I'm going to go because I got some stuff I want to go shoot. And if I do, there will be video. So thanks again, Hillbilly, for the invitation to be here and participate and cohabitate for a couple of hours with all of this crazy gang we got over here. It's been a good, fun evening for sure. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate everybody in the side chat as always. We say that every week, and we mean it. It means a lot to us all to see you guys over there and showing up and participating and lending an ear to the drivel that we've got to shove your way once in a while. But I hope everybody has a good week. I sure have, and let's kind of keep the weekend going. And as Hillbilly says, hey, make somebody smile, will you? We do it every night.
You betcha. Now, guys, if you've not been to VO, to Walter's channel, go check it out. Great stuff. And when he's doing his Moldy Mondays and stuff, and he says, you can see the rest, this video over on Rumble. Go over there and look, because that's where all the cool stuff is when of his video. If you really are interested in that type of stuff, I mean, great stuff. So make sure you go over and check out VAO, subscribe to him, and also moderators. Mountain Billy was asking us for some links out there. So if we've got a moderator or two out there, if you wouldn't mind throwing out a few links for the people on the panel, please. I'd appreciate it very much. And Logan says, good night. Hopefully you can visit us again, buddy. We don't get a whole lot of people on here through the Facebook side. So appreciate you being on tonight. And thank you very much. And so, Ron Wayne, let's jump up to you, buddy. What you got coming up?
Well, first off, what a fun stream, really, with all the side, with all the side chatters and hanging out with the panelists again. I always have. It's just a joy to be here. I appreciate you having me on. It's great. As for my content, we're continuing the Wild West series of the Heritage Tallow Edition. Revolvers. We dropped the unboxing of the Bass Reeves today. That Sunday Range Day will air tomorrow. So that is a very interesting Sunday Range Day. That I don't want to give it away, but it's gonna be fun. But and we'll carry that on until we run out of those. But yeah, Sunday Range Day, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. And big thank you for having me on. God bless and have a great Sunday, everyone.
Man, appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much for being on here. And guys, again, if you not been to Ron Wayne's channel, please go over there and check it out. Subscribe, so much great stuff there. He's doing a Sunday range day. He's been doing it for a while, and it is always a lot of fun. Not counting his other videos he's got coming up, and also I believe you can probably find a link on there. But he also has a Daisy Airgun channel. So if you're into Daisy air guns, those are always awesome and really cool. So you can jump over and check those out too. So thanks a lot so much, Ron. I appreciate you. And thank you so much. So Rich, what you got coming up, brother?
Let's see. Hopefully if we're back in time, so we got a lot of errands to run tomorrow again before we go up to Harrisburg on Monday like we did today. So I wasn't sure if I was going to make it through the whole show, to be honest with you. But we got this week unloaded on the Unloaded Media channel tomorrow night, again, if I'm home in time to do it. That'll be about 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And then, yeah, going to the Great American Outdoor Show this week coming up, so we'll have some videos on that. And sort of on topic for tonight, if you go over to the channel, there's also a playlist where on my weekly show, we did a series where we were talking about guns from the West. So you can go and check that out if you want to learn more about the old revolvers and lever actions and shotguns and stuff. So check that out too. Cool. And I remembered one more comedy Western that is almost a must-see if you haven't seen it. It's called 4 for Texas. It stars Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Ursula Andress, and Charles Bronson, and has a cameo from the Three Stooges.
Sounds like quite the show. I don't know if I've seen that. I'll have to check that out myself. And even if I've seen it, I'm just going to watch it again. So that's how those old shows are. Oh, my goodness. Well, guys, thank you so much, Rich, for being on tonight. You guys go over and check out Unloaded Media and subscribe. And we appreciate you for being on here tonight. Oh, my goodness. So when I look back here on these super chats, we had, I want to just go run through this again. So everybody, we had G-Webs come on as a new join membership. Appreciate you, buddy, for being a VIP. We had Michael Dunn with super chat of $10. We had Tactical Fud gift 5 memberships, and so that is awesome. Appreciate that, brother, too. And we had Shark, he super chat for $10, and we had Info Bros super chat for $20. So Info Bros, you won the black skinny knife tonight from the super chats, buddy. Congratulations. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I want to write that down real quick just so I do not forget.
Look behind you, Rich.
Yeah, I see.
You're
She
being
just
stalked.
climbed up. Yeah, she climbed up the side here and peeked her head up over looking to see if I was looking at her. Looked at her to corner of my eye.
You're funny.
Yeah, I just appreciate you guys so much. For all that you all do. You guys really humble me, and when I first started the show, I didn't even know if there'd be 1 or 2 people show up, and just because of all of you guys, we've turned this into a fun Saturday night. I'm just the host behind the screen here, and it's all the panel and the side chat that makes this show what it is. And I want to thank each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. I thank you for all your support. And just as we're getting off here, I thought, who come in last? Gary? I told you lock that doggone back door, because look who just got through.
Oh no! Hiya, Bubba.
Oh, for God's sakes!
What'd you do? Kick in the door? Gary's supposed to lock it.
I ripped one and the hinges came off.
Who left the cheeseburger in there?
Well, he knows the secret.
Ron.
Listen,
How you doing, Bubba? We missed you all night, brother.
man, my alarm did not wake me up, and it worked at 12. Yeah,
Evidently, my text message didn't wake you up either, did it?
dude, nothing woke me up. I had 4 alarms going off and didn't wake me up.
Well, are you feeling better, buddy?
A lot better. Still got the cough. Cough is not going away yet.
But
But the doctor told me that everybody that's gotten it, cough just doesn't seem to go away for like a month or 2. I'm just like,
man.
oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I love that. It's like, how you doing today, man? Love it. Oh,
Well, so glad that you can at least make it here before we ended, buddy. I was getting worried about you.
I'd have showed up somehow.
Well, sure appreciate you jumping on. And Bubba, I know you just got on, but anything you want to plug before we pull the plug on this show tonight?
I plug everybody here. I plug everybody here. I plug Boomsticks Revenge. Let's see. Rob over at Hamilton Outdoors. Rob over at Firearms Addict. Go check them out. That's about it, man. Other than that, take care, stay safe, and carry your guns. We can do the last part.
Well, buddy, thank you very much. Guys, go ahead and check out Bubba. And don't forget, on Wednesday mornings, it's 10:30 Central for me. He has a live show called The Good, the Bad, the Bubba. Always a lot of fun. I have a blast there every Wednesday morning doing that. And thank you so much for doing it. A lot of fun. And so I think we're going to go ahead and pull the plug on this show for tonight. I appreciate you all so much for being here. I love each and every one of you. And I'm just going to leave you just saying, remember, God, family, and country. And make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing and creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you all again. We love you, Hillbilly Nation.